Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're as super excited as me. I hope you've had a great week. Let us know in the chat what you've been up to and what your plans are for this weekend. So this live stream today, we are going to be going through some of your issues and pull requests and getting you green squares. And we have the awesome Nick with us. So Nick, please you give yourself an intro. Those of you probably know Nick already, but I'll let Nick give you an intro, and I'm going to share Nick's profile in the chat at the same time, but there is a link in the description below as well.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick. You know me as NH Carrigan on GitHub and Discord. Been an active open source contributor for over a year now, moderator in the Hacktoberfest Discord server, here to help you participate in this wonderful open source event.
Yes, how has everyone's Hacktoberfest been going? I mean, let me look at mine. I mean, I haven't actually signed up for Hacktoberfest, but my green squares, how are they looking? Oh, I haven't got one for today, so I need to try and get one for today. And how is everyone else's green squares been going? And Nick, I'm scared to look at Nick's because, you know, Nick's always looks super impressive. Yes, very, very impressive. So hopefully all of yours looks good. Before we get started, I do also want to mention I have a free course out at the moment, a link in the description below, on making your GitHub profile stand out. We go through Markdown, third-party widgets, and GitHub Actions. And I'd love to get your feedback from all of you on that so I can get some feedback and improve, as it's my first course before my next one. So the project we're going to start with, I think, Nick, is our LinkFree project, and I want to share that in the chat, and there is a link in the description below. I love that everyone's saying hi as well. Emma's got 5 PRs merged. Nice, awesome work. Perfect diamond. Oh, okay, Carl. Let's have a quick look at that and see. I mean, that's cool. Oh, not that. That's not you. Here we go. The perfect diamond. Wow, that is the perfect diamond. I mean, that is, yeah, really impressive. That is very, very cool. Awesome to have all of you here and joining. So thank you so much for the positive feedback on the course, but any constructive feedback, do let me know. I would appreciate that. Carl, looking really, really good. Nice work. I need to work on mine. So yes, so we're going to look at this LinkFree project, which is a LinkTree open source alternative with really poly work mixed in. And there's always improvements to this project, code, organization. You'll see Nick will be telling me off about the labels shortly as well, because Nick's project, if we take Nick's project, for example, Beckerbot, the most popular one, I think. And you'll see pull requests under control, given feedback, merged in or closed or whatever need to be done, and issues as well, all labeled up beautifully and all fits on one page. I mean, that is beautiful. Whereas when you look at the LinkTree, I've got a lot of catching up to do, but I really appreciate all the maintainers that are helping on this. So yeah, Nick's going to make sure we get in line, and hopefully we can all get some green squares for you as well. Nice work. Sahitya, hope I pronounced your name right. 7 PRs merged. Awesome. Great work. That's very cool. So here's this. I've gone to like the pull requests. I thought it was a good place to start, and we'll see where the conversation in the chat goes. And to help Nick and me keep up with the chat, I have put a 10-second delay between messages that people are allowed to send. So when you do send a message, there is a slow mode of 10 seconds. I thought that's not too long. Let's see how it goes. Do let us know. But I thought if I go to the second page of the pull request and look at the ones that kind of could be merged next. So these two I've looked at, and they still need a bit of work. But add Husky, which I think could add a lot of improvements for those of you who don't know what Husky is. Nick, do you use Husky in your projects?
I stopped using Husky.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They updated from version 5 to version 6 like quite a few months ago now, and the update broke my config, and I just decided that it was not worth the headache of maintaining it.
Okay.
And I ended up scrapping it.
Got you. Let me answer this question. Carl says, I've a question. When I get stuck in my mind from coffee break this week, what are you planning to learn until the end of the year? Interesting. I've got so much I want to do. So much. I think one of the high priorities this weekend I'd like to get, I've got lots of kind of client proposals to do and so forth, a lot of admin. But one of the things I'd like to do is update our community GitHub action to work with our API, so we can start collecting GitHub stats from people in our community. You know, have they raised a pull request? Have they raised an issue? Have they commented on an issue, or commented on a pull request, or reviewed a pull request, or even put a reaction to someone else's comment? I want to kind of collect some stats along that. Therefore, on the LinkFree project, we could add badges, and I also want to do the same on the Eddie bot to pick up stats from, you know, not just sending messages that like Becca does with the levels, but also on the reactions and those sorts of things. So I'd love to collect those sorts of stats. So that's my plan. Don't know what everyone else thinks. Nick, what are you learning for the rest of the year? And everyone else, let us know in the chat what you're up to too.
How to sleep, probably. I'm missing out on that lately.
Yes, you get up, go to bed too late and get up way too early. So yes, work on that definitely. Yanesh, I don't know if I pronounced that right, so sorry. React and PWA. Hey, LinkFree is in React, so I'm learning that at the same time as well. So let's have a look. So hopefully people can see this, and it's already been reviewed by quite a few people. Just gonna give it a quick once over. It looks good. In theory, I should really test it, but it looks good. Let's get it merged in, and if we need to make any improvements, we can make any improvements. I am going to add the Hacktoberfest label to this, so they can get not only a green square, but also be one of their PRs for Hacktoberfest. Has been going on for quite a while, so it's a feature. Husky, just have to put Husky with lint. We're not using lint stage anymore. And the issue number was 308, and it closes 308, which is awesome. 308, let's get that merged in. Okay. Not bad, 1 PR merged already. Let's have a look. Hi Devraj, how you doing? What if a PR is marked as spam? Oh, Nick, do you mind taking this one?
PR is marked as spam, then it does not count towards your Hacktoberfest contributions. If you have 2 PRs marked as spam, you are blocked indefinitely from participating in Hacktoberfest.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So make sure you make quality contributions.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. It's important. I mean, not just for Hacktoberfest, less notifications, everyone else, but yeah, okay. It's really good to know. So, Krishna, hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully you haven't had too many marked as spam. Emma's going to learn test-driven development. Yes, do it. It is awesome. Are you going to do it from, I actually have a question, Emma. Are you going to do it from, well, actually I have 2 questions. Are you going to do it from a unit test perspective or an end-to-end test perspective? And are you going to do it for the API or for the UI? Where are you going to start? Any resources to learn React? Probably free Codecamp, I'm guessing, Nick.
Yes, we have some quality assurance section. We don't specifically teach test-driven development, but we teach unit testing with Mocha and Chai, which is still the framework I use today. I actually just got done writing some tests in Mocha and Chai right before this live stream.
Cool. I did do a video on automated testing your API. I'll share it in the chat, which is test-driven development for an API, and I use Panctum and Cucumber, so that's end-to-end testing for the API, not unit testing. But TDD video on that as well, if that helps. And then the other question, to learn React, Nick, what about Free Codecamp? I'm guessing they have a React.
We do have an extensive React section. We are in the process of completely overhauling our curriculum. So the React section we have now teaches class-based components, and the new hip thing to do is functional components and hooks. And we don't teach that life cycle yet.
And I understand from, I think it was Eleanor on Twitter, that React are finally updating their docs at the end of this year to reflect that as well, because the React docs, they're all promoting hooks and functional components and stateless and all those sorts of things, but their docs are all about classes and state and so forth. So I understand there, if you go to beta.react, there are the new docs there. And at the end of the year, it will replace over as well. So yeah, interesting times. Athul, awesome to have you here. You're welcome, Krishna. For beginners, how do you avoid having your PR marked as spam? Raise an issue first. I think that's probably the best advice. What do you think, Nick?
Yep, raise an issue or comment on an open issue. Make sure you follow the contributing guidelines and communicate.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is the next pull request I was looking at. On our LinkFree project, we only support like Facebook, GitHub, Instagram, LinkedIn, and they've added Code Wars, which is great, but we don't have an icon for Code Wars in the icon set we're using, so we do need to include a new icon set. I think they're looking at using like React icons, which includes multiple icon sets. I wonder if we can get this merged in sooner and default to if an icon doesn't exist, can we default to an icon? Let me check and see. And if not, there's a pull request someone could submit on that. So if I go to view file, so what do we do at the moment in this component? I can, in fact, I could do this. Does everyone remember this? I think it's is it S1, and then you can open the project. I thought it was GitHub. Was it not GitHub S1? I can open it in Gitpod as well. It's another one, but I'm pretty sure the VS Code editor. I just thought it was S1.
No, it's github.dev.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
.com or just .dev?
github.dev.
Really? Why did I think it was GitHub S1?
That was a third-party one, and I don't know if that one still exists or not. Because GitHub rolled out there. Got
you. That makes sense. So yeah, what I wanted to show was, I've even forgotten which component it was in. Let me make it a bit bigger for you all. Is to see if we default on the links section, do we default to, here we go. So LinkedIn is commented out because, again, it doesn't exist in the icon set, and they've added some other ones, which was Code Wars. I wonder if we can add those. They become the right color, but just as a default icon at the moment until an icon exists. I wonder if that could help. Let's have a look. Oh, let me remove this off the screen. LinkedIn icon is also not available. Thanks, Kunal, for mentioning. It does look like it is commented out. So yes, it would be good to have those in, and maybe with a default icon. Oh, just press dot. Oh, interesting. I need to try that. Let's go back a few pages. No, go back. Is it just dot? Get out of town! Yeah, that worked. That's even easier. Just, I love that. Thank you so much, Emma. Really appreciate it. Hey, Praveen, how you doing? You're always live streaming the same time as me. I'm surprised you're not on a live stream right now. Let's have a look. So, can we default? So where do we use icons? So what we could do is we've got colors. If we search the page for colors, so we do filter. So we do a filter. So if someone adds something to their JSON file, so the way you can add yourself, I should probably show the LinkFree project. So this is a LinkFree project. You can search for people. So if I bring myself, Emma, are you in here? You're not in here. You're not in here yet, Emma. So if I bring myself up, and then this is your unique link. So it's linkfree.eddyhub.org/eddyjout. In my case, in your case, it would be your own username. And then whatever I put in the JSON file would appear here, and then also in the milestones underneath. Oh, I need to add. Actually, there's a green square for someone. Can someone add the EddyHub won GitHub award this year at the Nova conference as well? So that's down to all of you being freaking awesome. So if someone could add that, and again, don't worry about getting it too perfect. You can find it on the GitHub Twitter, a bit of text to go here. But if you could add that for 2021, I'd really appreciate it. You know, if you're not sure about what to fill it in, just you can leave some parts blank, and then we can improve it over time. So do submit a pull request, and the way that happens is at the moment it's going via JSON files. We are changing this to be via Discord. But if you go to public data, these are all the different people you can add yourself, and it's got quite a good README, I think. But there's always improvements to be made. And if I go to Eddy, that's me here. you can add a milestone at the end to just duplicate that line. So someone can raise the issue, that's one green square. If someone can raise a pull request, that'll be a commit, which is the second green square. Raising the pull request is the third green square. And then just add one for the EddieHub community winning an award on that. Awesome. Emma, you didn't add yourself yet. Okay, another green square. It doesn't count towards Hacktoberfest, but you do get a green square on GitHub. I did see Daniel write something. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? Learn something new every day. Exactly.
All right, maybe I'll make a PR since we're on a live stream and update.
I think you should share your screen, bring it up so people can see you do it and they can do theirs as well.
I am so 100% cheating though, because I didn't even fork it. I abused my maintainer perms to make a branch, and I'm going to update my data with this dot editor.
Nice. That's fine. It's in a branch. That's the most important.
Of course,
remind you of you. Exactly, that's the most important. Web standards are also developed in GitHub and can benefit from developer engagement and contributions. Sounds good, Daniel. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Daniel, feel free to drop some more thoughts and ideas in the chat as well.
Okay, it has been forever since I have looked at this project.
Okay, so while you're doing that, then, if you're not going to share your screen, everyone can help me with this, which is, do we default to using an icon if it doesn't exist? So we filter out if the icon doesn't exist, and we probably want to change that. I'm not going to do this. I want one of you to do this. So any volunteers in the chat, let me know. Praveen, you're a React person as well. So if the icon doesn't exist, we should default to a default icon. Prime React we're using, so regular Prime faces, and they have Prime React, and we have icons somewhere on the side here. If I scroll down here, there is icons. This is the icon set we're using at the moment. It is going to change. And then if I scroll down here, they have a whole list of icons. So something default, I don't know what the default icon could be. If someone could help raise an issue, maybe come up with a suggestion for default icon, maybe just a circle if it doesn't exist. That's very Squid Games. Oh, by the way, Nick, your suggestion on watching Squid Games in dubbed into English was game changer. Much easier for me. I just get tired of reading, so that was reading subtitles was quite hard.
The dub helps, especially if you're like me and you're still working while you watch things.
Exactly.
Can't look away from my code to read a subtitle. Come on now.
Exactly. So someone can come up with an issue on the project and come up with an icon that is suitable, just a temporary solution. That would be awesome. And then instead of filtering it out, we will do it so that it has a default icon. That'd be awesome. So let's just see, has anyone raised it yet? And then we can get that merged. Let's have a look.
Okay, I see. So
no issue yet. Who's raising it?
I find. So I'm looking at. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, share your screen. Let's help Nick, and then it will help everyone else listening as well.
Let's share my giant big screen.
Awesome. Yes, join our community, definitely. We have so many amazing people in there. So you can join by going to eddiehub.org, and you should have all the links in there. You should have the Discord link, you should have the GitHub link, and then you're going to sign up to the newsletter. Oh, here we go. Here's the award we won. See? Winner of Community Growth Award. That's down to all of you amazing people being ambassadors, and we do have an ambassador program coming out shortly as well. Profile. Kunal, raise the issue and put the icon like code that we need to use, like the name of it, in the issue as well. Okay, let's bring up Nick's screen.
Okay, here's an issue for somebody to make because our contributing docs do not seem to tell me this.
We missed something.
I look at my data, right? Let me go grab that again. With my one link.
Okay.
And I want to add more.
Yeah.
But I don't know which icons are supported. And
That's a good point.
maybe infer it from here, but I think we need some sort of documentation.
Yes, we do.
And then here's another issue for somebody to make. What if we should extract this out into a config file, and then we can add tests that run so that if I update my data, it will test that the icons I'm using are valid.
Sounds good. At the moment, we filter out the ones that aren't valid. But yeah, I think it's a good, lots of good suggestions there. Let's do it. Koalia's here. I need a green square. What's the issue I should open? We've got so many. And Carl is saying ASCII docs documentation. Love those. I think for now we can probably just add it to the README. But then yeah, as the README grows, we need to move it out because we do have automated testing. We do have Cypress and Cucumber on this project. If anyone wants to add more automated testing, get into that. Then I've started that and I can give a quick walkthrough in a moment as well. So yes, in terms of the issues we need one to say in the README, we need to add the icons that are allowed. So, and that comes out of...
Is that not normal? Am I wrong? Do people go to the README for how to contribute? Because I always go straight to the contributing. Like it could be in the README and I would never see it.
Okay, I go to the README.
See, I've always looked at the README as that's the, how to use it. It's the end user documentation. And then, for contributing, link to the contributing file. And maybe I'm wrong and I keep looking at the wrong stuff and I'm missing everything. But that's always been my go-to is, if I'm going to contribute something, I go to the contributing file and read that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is very subjective. I'll be interested to know people in the chat what you think. I do. Yeah, I do see the contributing file more to be for this is how we like our commit messages. This is how we like. This is where if you want help, this is where to go. Use GitHub discussions or Discord. Whereas the README, I see it as the docs on how to use it. So yeah, I think there's a bit of overlap there, I suppose, as well in this project because when you're adding your profile, it is contributing. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, we don't have. We need documentation on this because I'm sitting here wondering. Okay, I see Discord, I see Twitter, I see YouTube. I don't know what the Microsoft icon would be for. I don't know what the Android
yeah,
icon
that's true.
would be for.
Nor do
I don't know what the Apple icon would be for.
Yeah, nor do I. That's like an interesting one. Emma agrees with me, README, but again, it's so subjective. I think maybe they should link to each other in that they should say, for more information, go to the contributing file, and then in the contributing file, you don't have duplicate information in both, and just to make a judgment call. But you're right. I wonder what the Android and Apple one. I guess Apple, maybe for an Apple email? No, it'd just be an email. So yeah, I don't know what those are for. That's interesting. we might have to look at the pull request where they got merged in by somebody because it wasn't merged in by me, and we get to see what the discussion was. I mean, I can even bring that up and have a look now and see. I wonder why the Apple one came about. Really good point. I want to do this on the command line, and if anyone knows in the chat, though, do let us know. It will be interesting to know.
All right, so
let's see if Android
can commit this, and we're going to call this a chore of data update NH Carrigan links.
And I can even bring up Git Lens in the VS Code plugin and find out
let's commit this.
What people were thinking, or we can ask them, as in what they thought when they were doing that.
Go back to the LinkFree pull requests and see if I get my big shiny button. I get my big shiny button. I love that button. Documentation has changed since I last contributed. Update my links to include additional socials. Need a PR template. Do we have an issue for that? Somebody make an issue for that.
Yeah, I think we have an issue for that. Do check, but we could have a do with a pull request. Yes, we are doing a React app. Carl, thank you very much for answering the questions in the chat. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's so bright.
Hey, Prathamesh, how you doing? Okay, so while Nick is doing that, get a Git pod. This is Carl set this up, and I love reviewing pull requests using Git pod. Literally, don't have to make a patch, apply it locally, spin it up, and check it all works. Just hit the Git pod button. I can have a play. I can make some tweaks if I want.
This is how I'm testing that my PR works.
I think that's fine. That's good. Hey, Anurag, how you doing? Koalia's raised one. Let me see what Koalia's raised. I've forgotten now already. Let's have a look. Create config for valid icons. That was raised by Carl. And Koalia raised in README add icons allowed. Yeah, and reference to them, I think. And then Athul has raised default icon as well, which is awesome. Cool.
I want you to know that this thing drives me nuts.
Which thing? The welcome thing?
The welcome thing. I think it's great for a first timer, but after I've made my 5th pull request to this project, it's noisy.
We can probably filter that out.
Where's Carl? Carl, what happens if I don't wait for the pre-build? What happens if I click this button?
I haven't seen that before. Mine goes pretty fast.
I'm going to click it.
I'm going to click it anyway. If it's there, they're giving us the option.
You can't give me a button and expect me not to click it.
While we're waiting for Nick's screen, I'm just going to share mine. So Nick, tell me when it's done. It's going to show people a bit about around the project. So what the project is it's a React project using Prime React. So a lot of the components are pre-built. Carl says just do it. And,
good, because I did.
And what it looks like is it looks like this. You get your own unique URL and you get to put your links and so forth in it. And we have a few React components. There's always improvements and tidy up needed, so do have a look and let us know. It does deploy to our Kubernetes cluster on the Eddy Hub Kubernetes cluster. And we do have Cypress automated testing. So if you want to know what that looks like, let me find that the search, for example, we've got a feature. So our features are the tests. And this is the search feature, and we're going to search all users. So what we do is we're going to do 2 tests. The first one is we're going to search on the homepage. So given I'm on the homepage, so we'll open the URL for the homepage. I see the search section on the page. That's the first test. We don't do anything more complicated. We'll just make sure that works. And if that works, it moves on to the next one, which is going to do search with results. And there's actually a PR open to show a message when there's no results. So when that PR, as part of that PR really, if not immediately afterwards, we should have a second test to duplicate this, and it should search with kind of no results. And what we do is we open the homepage again, and we check that on the homepage I can see Eddie Jowd as an example, and also I can see Kunal Verma. I just picked 2 people, and then when I type Eddie in the search inbox, input box I should say, not inbox. Search input box, and then I see Eddie, but then I also should not see Kunal. And the beauty about doing this TDD is if you wrote this and it passed, did you write the test correctly, or is it always going to pass no matter what? So what I actually did, because the search was already written and merged in, I actually put a different test here. I put I see Kunal, and I made sure that failed, and then I could put do not see, and I put do not see Eddie Jowd and made sure that failed. That's why TDD is so important, because you can check that the test is read, write the code, make it pass, and that way you know that the test will go red if you ever break it in the future. Nick, let me bring up your screen again. Nick's in Gitpod.
Why? What? Okay. So somewhere along the way.
That is very small, by the way.
I'm gonna make this bigger.
Yeah, thank you.
And let me close that. I don't need a terminal. Somewhere along the way, we stopped committing the package lock.json.
Did we? I don't remember that.
I mean, we have it, but so I open up this Git pod instance, and thanks to Carl's wonderful config, the first thing it does is install and start the server. And the install generates changes in the package lock, which means our package lock is not synced. We're out of date on that.
It also depends on the environment, I think, as well. There could be some small changes in the package lock because I think the install might use npm install rather than npm CI. So yeah, it just might be some version changes.
Well, yeah, and it's the package version itself, which means that the action we're using isn't bumping the version number correctly.
I'll have to check that out. If someone could raise an issue, get a green square, we can look into that. Anyway, there might be no pull request needed, but if you could check it out.
And where do I get ports?
Web Dev Junkie, what is the debate about gherkin tests? Cucumber rules.
Okay, so if there's that, look at that, perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, and then since I'm here, if I want to add more, I should be on the same branch again, except all the shortcuts are different. What's the terminal? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I should be able to public data NH Carrigan. So what if I change that to NH Carrigan and save it? Look at that live update. Skip-Pod is so cool.
We have 7,416 jest it statements alone. So it'd be a lot of work to refactor the way we do things. Yeah, sometimes you've got to take one step back to take like 10 forward. I don't know. I just think having done tests the other way, there's a lot of duplication. And yes, there are other design patterns that you can use, like page object model, all those sorts of things to abstract it. But I really think, Cucumber just gives you that nice abstraction and bridges the gap between the developers and say the business and so forth.
Should I try? I think I'm going to try. Let's try some milestones.
Put in some milestones. Yes. So everyone, if you haven't added yourself to LinkFree, this is how you do it. Nick is showing you. Create a file in public data, and the file name, the JSON file, is your username, which will be in the URL. And then you can add your name, your bio, your avatar, and the links that you want. And then you can add some milestones as well.
So we're going to take that, and JSON doesn't support comments, so we're just going to paste it there and let it be angry. Title: started development on date. Oh geez, I have no idea. Let's go look.
And if anyone wants some green squares for a pull request, if they could actually go through the icons that have been added to, I'll put a link in the chat.
GitHub.com/repo/Rosalia/Nightsong/Discord bot. Created at. Oh, that doesn't work because the repository is old.
There we go. So issue and pull request, commenting out unavailable icons like Instagram. If you could do that, that will count towards Hacktoberfest because that's adding value. If you could do that, that would be great.
For 2021, icon will say Discord, color will say green, description, and development on the beta version of Rosalia Nights on a new Discord.
Have we got any issues and pull requests come in? Let's have a look. Don't be shy, people.
Song/Discord bot. And then let's
Not
say,
yet.
and looking at Free Code Camp 8 October, the icon. I don't know. Do we have a code icon? I guess I'll find out.
I can check. Let's have a look.
Hex. I guess we'll find out if color accepts a hex too.
We do not have a code icon.
Well,
What's the closest we can find? We are going to switch icon libraries, but what's the closest thing we can do for a code icon? Any ideas, anyone? What about a cloud icon? Like kind of, cloud? No? Any takers? No takers. Oh, there's a GitHub icon, but that's not really necessarily code. Yasim will raise it. Awesome. Yes. Oh, Carl has found one. Does that icon exist? Carl? Let me see. What's it called though?
Yeah, there is a code symbol. I just don't know if it's in our library.
Yeah, I can't see it. There is a chevron, which is like one part of that, like the less than, but we're only dealing with one icon. I don't know if there's an icon itself which has both in. Oh, just an idea. Yeah, I don't think there's those in one icon. There's a tablet icon. No, not in this icon set. I can't see a code one. Or anything closer.
Title and started development on 8. All right, you want to see something cool, Eddie?
Yeah, show us.
Cool. So we're going to go to api.github.com/repos, and I'm going to put in the repo owner, and then the repo name is discord-bot. You get this wonderful JSON response, and then you search for created at, and you get the exact time your repository was created.
Nice.
May 2020. Okay, where's my tab?
I think probably the not Prime React, the React icons that allows multiple icon sets sounds like a winner. I think.
And we're going to go to we're going to go to github.com/Beccaleria/Discord documentation so that I can grab.
What about you, Carl? What do you prefer?
My hex code.
We have the LinkedIn icon, I think, is there already, but it's not in the icon set. Let me check. No, it's not. So really, it's there and commented out, but I can share a link to where to find it.
We're gonna learn today if this color field takes a hex.
I really can't remember. We'll find out. Components, links, and I can share this link for everybody. So these are the icons that, but they're not all valid icons. So pull request, if anyone wants it, go through and see which icons are not valid in the current icon set and comment them out. Flowlight, yeah, contributions. We're not just doing LinkFree. I also want people to get some green squares. So really, we're here to get contributors to the contributing to the LinkFree project. So we're hoping people raise some more pull requests. Everyone seems quite shy and nervous. So we've only had one pull request that's in draft by Nick that he's displaying on his screen now, and a few issues. But maybe no one wants green squares. Maybe no one wants pull requests. Maybe no one wants Hacktoberfest t-shirts or trees.
I don't know. I don't know who designed these milestones, but these are cool.
It's part of the Prime React component set. Carl introduced me to it. It's pretty cool. Just out of the box. I didn't customize it at all. This is what worked out of the box, like proper vanilla.
Somebody wants an issue. Maybe we take the color field, which does accept a hex, by the way.
Okay.
and we apply it to the learn more button too.
Oh, I like that. Yes, another pull request. Who wants it? Nobody wants it. That's a really good idea, actually. That's a really nice one. Again, another Hacktoberfest. That'll be a Hacktoberfest one. Adding your profile doesn't count towards Hacktoberfest, but adding value to the project does. Loads of pull requests and issues, but yeah, nobody wants them. I think it's Friday. Everyone wants to chill. No one wants a Hacktoberfest t-shirt or plants a tree. Dribble icon. I don't think it's in the icon set that we're currently using, but you can raise it as an issue for an idea, so you get the green square for that. Hey Shubham, awesome to have you here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, raise it as an issue, and then pull request can come later. A fool will do it. Do it. Go, go, go. Everyone wants the same one. So we've got one person raise the issue for doing the button that Nick suggested, using the same color as the icon in the milestone section. And then someone can also raise the pull request for that. And then we had loads of others. Then go through the link that I shared further up, which is in the links component, line 9. Go through, see which icons don't exist, and comment out the ones that don't exist and raise a pull request for that. Again, that will count towards Hacktoberfest 2. Issue raised.
See, is this a...
Finally, yes. Yasin, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Everyone raise the issues first, and then we can make sure we assign them to people. So therefore, the duplicate F isn't wasted.
All right,
we'll go assign them now.
If the link is, look at that. There's the link right there. Perfect. Eddie. Of milestones. Okay, so it's a Git pod thing. Cool. I think my pop-up blocker caught it. All right, so we have one change and adds that, and we are going to add it. We are going to commit chore data add milestones to NH Carrigan, and we're going to commit it, and we're going to push to origin chore NH Carrigan. Good old Git pod.
I haven't done a commit from Gitpod, so I need to check it out. I did create a patch from Gitpod and apply it to, not apply it, and share it on a pull request. So,
and is it on me? Yes, it must be on me.
Cool. Okay. Well, we'll remove your screen. Yes, your password is password123.
Okay,
how many issues have we got raised yet?
What do you mean I don't have permission to push? I do have permission to push. Okay, there we go. So now if I go back to my pull request here.
It was in draft.
There's my new commit. And that's
it's unverified. I wonder if we can get to Gitpod, we can do verified. I'm not sure.
The one I did from the dot editor is also unverified.
Interesting. Okay.
And we will go ahead and mark it ready for review.
So remember, everyone, you can also review other people's pull requests, and that's how you get a nice triangle on your graph, just like Carl had a perfect diamond. Don't worry about getting too perfect, but definitely have a bit of a balance. So go look at Nick's pull request. Don't just hit approved. Have a look through it, make any suggestions, and then, approve it or ask for suggestions or ask questions. Yes, it doesn't add value if you're just going through. We had some people on our project just going approve. And then when you go in the maintain, you have a look and you go, oh, that's approved. And then you think there's like 100. I'm not saying this is with Nick's pull request, but some pull request with lots of mistakes in it, and they've blatantly just not reviewed it. They've just hit approved. It doesn't add value at all. I can search the issue for verified commits if you want. Okay, cool. Thanks, Carl. Let us know. My Gitpod is improving all the time. So, if there's something that, needs doing, I'm sure they'll bring it out. They seem to bring out lots of features all the time. Okay, so while Nick's doing that, I want to bring up my screen.
Yep, I can turn mine off. That was my PR. That's done.
So all of you can add yourselves to the LinkFree project, so you can appear on the list, and you get your unique URL as well, which is super, super awesome. But what I want to see is why does nobody want green squares for raising issues? Let refresh. No issues. Okay, comment out icons unavailable in Primary Act. Yasin, thank you so much. Are you going to do that as well? So we'll assign that to you too. So that's yours. So make sure there's no duplication of effort. Yes, what else? What other PRs are people doing? So there was the thanks for approving the PR, Hitesh. Awesome. So let's have a look. So let's and the other one was changing the, if I go to mine, changing these buttons to be the same as the colors up here. So in this case, this would be so blue would be red, and this one down here would be green to match the icon. I think that's a really good idea. So if someone can raise an issue and a pull request for that, that would be awesome. Doesn't have to be the same person, but that would be awesome. So let's have a look at Nick's pull request. So Nick has updated it. Let's have a look. And it's been approved already, but I'll just do a quick once over. So Nick, you didn't want that to be your name?
I wanted it to be my username. It's more recognizable.
Okay.
I think
I wonder if we could add the username, because is in the file name. I wonder if we could add the username in brackets, like after the name in the future. Just food for thought.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Because that's always quite nice to see. I like to see on GitHub when I see people's name and username. So that's quite good. So it's been approved by Hitesh. Thank you very much. Let's squash that in. I'm going to mark that as a fix rather than a chore, because I want it to get deployed out to our environment straight away. So if I'm doing a few together, I will mark them as chores. And so that way, was that correct? 50, you didn't have an issue number, did you? No, so 52 is fine. Yeah, so that way there aren't too many deployments going on. So let me just squash that, and let's just get that merged in. I'll delete that branch. Awesome, thank you very much. Some issues raised. Okay, awesome. I would, but I'm watching on my iPad. Going to GitHub means turning off the live stream. Okay, no worries, Emma. But awesome to still have you here. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the help you provide in Discord as well to everybody. It's great. Okay, raised. I hope this is the correct one. Let's have a quick look. github.com gitpod -io. And then we have gitpod issues 666. What a number. Basic commit, GPG signed. Yes, that would be awesome. So it's still open. So I'm guessing it's something they're not due at the moment. I'm just going to skim read this and see. A potential workaround. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so there is a workaround to do it. Something I have to have a look at later on. I'll keep this open and over here so I can have a look at that later on, because yeah, signing commits is sometimes important on some projects. Well, it's always nice to have, but let's have a look. What else have we got? We've got some more issues raised. Yes, we have. Change button colors to match their icons. Awesome. Add color to learn more button. Okay, so we've got some duplicates here. That's fine. So what I'm going to do, what I do with duplicates, is I look at who added, not first like I used to do it, but who added a better description. Look at that. Cody even got diagram. So I'm sorry, Kunal, I'm going to close yours. And I'm going to say it's marked as a duplicate with this one, because that has got a diagram with arrows. So it's awesome. Thank you. And Tyler, if you could put a comment in the other issue, which is number 556. Thank you for raising. This is a duplicate with that one. Okay, close it. Yeah, doing the one that came first is what I used to do, but now I prefer the one that has more of a description. Cool. Hey Harsh, how you doing? Is changing that button color to the color of the icon in the center a good idea? Won't too many colors be distracting? Providing an opinion to change the color is providing an option to change the color is a better option, in my opinion. That's a good point, Harsh, and that's something we could maybe improve later on, where people could maybe have the option, or if they provide a color, it overrides the default or something like that. So, but again, yeah, we can enhance that as we go along. Let's see how it goes. Cody for the win. Yeah, is Cody in the chat? Must be. Say hi in the chat, Cody. Or is Cody Web Dev Junkie? People who don't have the same names. I struggle with consistent names. So when people have different names and different profile pictures, it is so hard for me to follow. I don't even know Sarah's name off like 20 years. Like it's Sarah, but I still say Sarah 20 years later. Give me a break. This, okay, it was Web Dev Junkie. This small brain can only handle so much. Hey Mohan, how you doing? How was the first time participating in Hacktoberfest? Oh, I participated I think when it first started probably. I've got a whole load of t-shirts. Actually, I have a little video coming out of me jumping and changing through my my Hacktoberfest t-shirts. So that should be coming out next week. Yes, so I have loads. Right, I can say Cody instead of Web Dev Junkie now. But then people won't know, people who didn't see this message won't know that I'm talking about you. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Right, what else have we got created? So who's taking this one? So Tyler says they can do it. Tyler, do me a favor, add a picture to your GitHub profile. It makes it so much easier. It can be a picture of your pet or a cartoon character version of you. It doesn't actually have to be you, although I recommend it to be. And let me see if I can assign it to you. I can. You are in our organization. So that is assigned to you. Awesome. That is all yours. As you can see now, it says assigned. So cool. Raise that pull request. Let's merge it in this live stream. Any pull requests come in. Remove icons. Yasin, thank you so much. Remove icons not available in Prime React. Only the Instagram icon doesn't exist in Prime React. Oh, okay. Just the one. Okay, we'll comment it out for now. And then we'll bring it back in when it does work. Or if we have a default icon, we can bring those back in. So who wants to review this as well? I'll review it too. But don't forget, more than one person can review it. Make your GitHub triangle look good. Thank you. Awesome. Let's get that merged. And I need to mark that as that's a Hacktoberfest one, because that adds value. Otherwise, that's going to break. And then it won't. Anyone who's using that icon, it will just filter out of their links, so that won't break. So that's why we added that filter in before. So we'll just wait for the build to complete, and it's good to go. Same different. I know, right? But apparently it's not. I did the PR. Is it counted? Yes, and it is counted. See, that's what I want to highlight. It's not the size of the pull request, it's the value. And the value of commenting out the Instagram one, which will break, I think is really valuable. So
hey, look at that. It's deployed. Woohoo!
Yours is deployed. Is Nick on there already now? Let's have a look. Let's go back to the list of people. And if we refresh, we should get a new version number. We get 35.1, and if we go for, it won't search for Nick, it'll be NH Carrigan. Yay, Nick is on there. Although you are missing an icon on that one.
That would be the code icon that doesn't exist, that will exist, and when it does exist, my icon will update automatically.
Okay. We need a temporary solution for that. I don't know. We'll see. No, it still works. It doesn't break, so it's okay. Cool. Oh, there's PayPal there as well. Nice. Cool.
Boy, those links do not work so well on Hover, do they?
Well, what happens on Hover? That's
Hover
okay.
over the Discord link.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Why is that? Oh, because they go white. Oh, we see. Oh, I think there's something wrong with the colors. Why is that so? So those have backgrounds. And the Discord one doesn't.
The
and the
background is supposed to follow the
icon color.
The icon color.
And the border color.
Not for these.
Someone raise a bug. Who wants a green square? If someone can raise a bug, and if someone can fix the bug, then Hacktoberfest pull PR for you as well. So remember, let's assign it to you so there isn't duplicate effort. So someone can raise the issue, but remember, the person who raises the issue does not have to do the pull request. They can, but they don't have to. But yeah, those two, there you go, is our bug. Discord and PayPal do not change color. The text changes to white, just like the others, but the background doesn't, which is interesting.
Look at that. So yeah, breaking things all over the place.
That's good. That's testing it. Nice. Add a picture now. Tyler, thank you so much. Add a picture also to your YouTube, a matching picture. That will help me identify between GitHub and YouTube and Discord and stuff. I feel that the text card should always be left aligned, because that's right aligned, that's left. I don't know. I like it swap alternating. Maybe that could be an option. If that's a config for the component, I don't think we're going to write lots of code around it. Hitesh agreeing with me. Awesome. Yasin is going to raise the PR. Awesome. Do it. Let's move this project forward. Get you green squares. Get you Hacktoberfest. Has someone raised the issue? PayPal and Discord do not have. Thank you, Mohan, for raising this. Awesome. Mohan wants to do it. Yasin, sorry, I think Mohan beat you to it. So let's assign it to Mohan. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, if you get that sorted, that is definitely quite a big bug. I wonder if any other ones that maybe Nick doesn't have in his profile also does the same. So do have a look when you're working on that. So that's assigned. Add documentation for icon. That is not assigned. So who wants to do this one? Let's see. Let's give Yasin some hard ones. He likes a challenge. Let's have a look. That one is there. LinkedIn icon can be added. I don't think it can through Prime React. Comment out. Oh, this one's done. That didn't get closed, did it? No. So that's... Let me see. We were waiting for this one. Oh, another thing I recommend everyone doing is making sure you do put closes and then the issue number. It really helps the maintainer. So this was 553. So when we close this one, then it will also close the issue as well. So that has passed, I think. Looks good. Let's get that merged in. So we'll do that as a fix. And we'll say icons not available in Prime React. Perfect. And we'll put that to 553. Thank you. Oh, did I mark it? I didn't mark it. I did. Hacktoberfest accepted. Perfect. Cool. And then also that automatically gets closed. So that's great. Okay. I've got loads of pull requests to go through. Cool. You're welcome, Mohan. Thank you. Right. What else have we got going on? Has everyone given the video a thumbs up? Someone gave the video a thumbs down. That's fine. I didn't like it. I'm always getting a thumbs down video now. There's always somebody who's not happy. Okay, so what other... We had a few other issues. So that's a duplicate. So I'm going to close that. Let's have a look. Screenshot by Hitesh. Okay. Mohan, yours didn't have a screenshot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Mohan, I'm still going to assign it to you, but I'm going to close your issue because I do like the one with the screenshots. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open this. You still get it, don't worry. You still got the green square for raising the issue as well. I'm going to keep this one open. I will assign it to Mohan as well. Was it Mohan? Was that the right one? Yes. You still get it assigned to you. And we'll copy this link. Closing due to duplicate. New issue assigned. Not new issue, other issue. Other issue assigned to you. So you still get it. I'm just going to close the duplicate. There we go. And this one is assigned to you as well. Awesome. Wow, I've been going for an hour already. How time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly. Hitesh, you're not slow, don't worry. And it's not about being like the first one to do it. It's about, I think, you're just giving context, and yours really did. So we kept yours open, but I still assigned it to Mohan. Probably the person that copied Eddie Hub disliking videos. Yeah, probably. It's still engagement. I'll take it. I'm happy. Awesome, Mohan. We're all learning all the time, so no worries. Cool. Okay. Any more pull requests come in? No. Any more issues come in? No. Okay. No one wants documentation. I can assign that to somebody. Carl created... Oh, I missed this. Create config for valid icons. The icons which I've used, put in a config file. Oh, with a config file. Yep. Does anyone want that? Does anyone want to move the icons to a config file? let us know. We've got some more stuff going in there as well. And then that will be a Hacktoberfest one as well. Athol says, can we assign the docs? Yes, that is yours. I can't find it now. Here we go. Assign. Hope you have the same username. Is that you? Yes, it is. Perfect. That's assigned to you. Awesome. Oh yeah, and we did put a comment in. Thank you. My apologies. All yours. Cool. So Code Wars. Not going to merge that in just yet then because it's not available and it's not commented out. So yes. I mean, there are other people here now. Let's have a look who want to add themselves to the project, and they've put in some comments. Lots of comments. Wow. Okay, people collaborating. Love seeing that. Look at that. Really good feedback rather than just saying fix it. Someone ViViV is actually given like instructions on how to do it, which I think is amazing. I wonder if we need to put some snippets somewhere that we can just reuse and link to. That could be quite useful, I think. But they haven't made any changes on that yet, so that one we cannot do yet.
Yeah, I could plug my notes project.
Yeah, do bring up your screen, and I'll drop your screen on the screen on the live stream. Assign me one or two or three. Sure, Yasin, let me give you some hard ones. I know you like the hard ones, so let's see. But Nick, before you do that, let me just assign this to Yasin. Let's have a look. Okay, create config for the valid icons. Does that sound okay, Yasin? I think that sounds good. I'm not the one doing it, so of course it sounds good to me. I don't think anyone asked for it.
I'm just gonna update all of our issue forms to automatically assign a Yasin to everything.
Poor Yasin. There you go. You've got one. Where is it? I lost it now. This one here. This one's yours. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Nick's screen and I'll catch up with the chat. So Nick, your screen is now live.
I'm gonna drop a link here. I've shared this a few times before, but I have my regularly used notes here. So for things like cleaning up all of the untracked files, updating a fork so you don't have this mess. I have cherry picking, moving commits. If you accidentally commit your changes to main and you need to move the commits to a new branch, I have steps for doing that. One of my favorites is let's say I'm working on code on a live stream with Eddie, and we write this awesome code together that fixes the bug with the link hover color on our LinkFree project, and I'm making the commit, but I'm not the only one that worked on the commit, so I want to make sure Eddie gets credit too. You can add a co-author to the commit message, yes, and GitHub will recognize that Eddie and I performed the commit together.
I love that. That's such a good one, because then people are like, oh, I want to do the commit. No, you do the commit. Well, one person can do the commit and it include both of you, and I do really love that. Yeah, yep. That is really awesome.
And then all of my reply templates for reviewing PRs, or for merging PRs, or for telling people that they are not a first-time contributor and should leave the good first issue for a first-time contributor. I have markdown templates for all of them, and if you want to use it, you just copy the snippet and it goes right to your clipboard.
Nice. Oh, the copy of the snippet is very useful, actually. I need to do something like this.
So useful. That's a Docsify plugin, and it's great. Docsify is just fantastic.
I wonder if ASCII Docs has something similar. That's pretty cool. I'll have to have a look and see. So I can't pronounce this name. It's in Cyrillic. But can you create a tutorial? Slider on each slide, click, a card loads from a JSON. In other words, dynamic render a card with JSON, and on JavaScript click. it sounds very similar to the LinkFree project we're working at the moment. So are you talking about this particular project or just a kind of another project in general? Let us know. Bookmark Nick's notes.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, definitely.
I will stop sharing now. And
Okay, I'll bring up my screen. Yes, we're trying to get all of you contributing to our LinkFree project or other projects and get green squares and also get Hacktoberfest squares. No, that doesn't make sense. Hacktoberfest contributions. So yeah, let's see. Any pull requests come in? And this came in 10 hours ago. Let's have a look. Make social link buttons rounded. There's no screenshot. Okay. There are comments in already. Okay, so make them rounded instead of, how are they at the moment? Are they square? Oh, they are square. They're slightly rounded, actually, I think. Let me inspect and have a look. Oh no, they're not rounded. They are square. I don't see anything. So okay, they where is it? Here we go. So the change that they made was, oh yes, so they just added a border radius 40. We can merge that, I think. What do you all think? There is no screenshot in the pull request. I can do a git pod.
I was going to say we can git pod it.
We could, and then in the issue, they've put it in the issue, so I think that's also good. It's always good to put it. I like in the issue how you got before and after, and then maybe in the pull request just do the after. So yeah, I think that's good. Let's merge it in. Let's have a look. Let's do it. So I'm just going to approve it.
And he merges it faster than Gitpod loads.
Are you loading it up? Oh, I did see an important in there. Where was that important? Oh, that's to transition. Okay, so they didn't add that. I don't like important.
I am loading it up, and let's go look at.
Okay, you look at it.
Eddie, let's look at. Hey, we merged. I can look at mine now, right? No, I can't because it's not rebased. Okay.
Nick always dropping the gems, absolutely. How to be part of the Eddie Hub organization? Oh, really simple. Definitely join our organization. So to join, all you need to do, very straightforward, someone can probably help in the chat, is you go to our organization, you go to our support repo, you go to issues, and then you go to new, and there's different things you can do. Bug report, you can get a GitHub profile review, we'll review it. The community will review it already, but we can review it on a live stream and video, giving you a shout out, sharing the ideas you have. And if you want to get invited to the GitHub organization, so the badge appears on your GitHub profile, and so you can get discovered as well, just click get started. You can get an open source project review, you can get a portfolio review, resume review, lots of stuff. So I'll share this in the chat, and here we go. So this is how to get involved. Hitesh, yes, it was quite late for IST time for the Twitter space. It was really good. How can I see the project you're discussing? Oh, sorry, Nick, you were going to talk then.
I was just going to say, PR looks good to me. I'm slapping approval on it and
awesome.
Get out of your way so you can merge it.
No worries. So this is the project we're looking at the moment. It's the LinkFree project. It's LinkTree open source alternative. So Nick has approved. Let's squash. Let's get it deployed. So we'll do fix. I won't put it in the whole feature. I don't want to bump the version too much. So social link button, just say buttons rounded. And the issue number was 432. 432. Let's get that merged in and get it deployed. So currently the version we have, oh, and if you want to learn more about Eddie Hub, by the way, here is the Eddie Hub for anyone new here as well. So if I go back to the deployed version of LinkFree. So currently we're on version 35.2. When that deploys out, it will bump to 35.3. And I'm not deploying it manually, it's deployed automatically when we make a merge. So that's merged, we go to actions. You can see, here we go, it's building and deploying 35.3. So it's building at the moment, then it will push to the Docker image. This is GitHub Actions, and then it will deploy the Docker container to our Kubernetes cluster. Carty K, I think it is. Looks difficult. No, it's not difficult. Get involved. It's open. It's GitHub. You can't make any mistakes. If in doubt, like Nick did with Gitpod, just press that button. And then that's the worst case. Oh no, Carl, you got me into React, and then you're ditching React for Svelte.
See, you should have stayed true to Angular.
Yes. But no one wants to contribute to Angular is the problem. They all get scared because it's a framework.
Come on, it's TypeScript.
I know. I do love TypeScript.
Do
we need slow mode? I just put 10 seconds. Is that too long? I just wanted to try and keep the chat a bit slower for Nick and me. There is also another LinkFree out there. Really? Hitesh, you can't just say that. You got to give us a bit more information. Was it before or after R1? As in, did we... Okay, I didn't copy
there
this.
Is.
Is there really?
There is.
How did you find it? Tell me. Someone tell me.
Google LinkFree.
Oh, that didn't work very well. What?
They beat us on... go get past your ad there. They beat us on GitHub SEO, the one right above yours. You see that? Michael Barney /LinkFree. And that is not a fork.
What? And it's the same name. And when did theirs start, though? It's like 173 commits. They must have started well before us, I'm guessing. Well, I could do what your trick. You went to the API, didn't you, to find it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does look like... Yeah, it started in May. Like, oh... Yeah, it started a year ago. More than a year ago. Okay, so...
All right, that's it. I quit. Time to go home.
Oh, but they haven't got Polyworks milestones underneath that ours has. So we're combining two exciting platforms into one open source alternative. So, yes. And when was the last contribution? 8 days ago. How do they get their data in there? I wonder. Is it via JSON file as well? How to use. Choose a template, and you can clone or fork, adapt it with your information. Oh, I think it's only... Oh, so each fork hosts your own one. So they're not like host as a... It's not multi-tenancy. It's only a single person. So this person will only have, if I go to GitHub Pages, will only have theirs hosted. Right,
Ours
okay.
is cooler.
Ours is cooler, I agree. But thank you very much for letting me know, Hitesh. It's always good to know.
I do like they turned that into a template, so I could start a repository from that template and be ready to configure my custom page. I think I think it's a clever approach. I don't think it's the same project that we have, but I like both of them.
Yeah, we can borrow some ideas from each other. Definitely. Okay. That's Discord bot. Okay, that hasn't deployed yet. Okay, soon it will deploy. But while we're waiting for that, okay, let me close this. I don't think I need that anymore. Let's go back to, have I closed too many tabs? Probably have. And here we go. Issues, what have we got? Okay, so no new issues, any new pull requests? And no new pull requests. Okay. And apparently there's another one below it as well. Okay, interesting. One more website known as LinkFree. I'll have to have a look later on. Okay, we'll get people still those green squares. We haven't got long left on the live streams. I'm really keen to get everybody green squares and hopefully some pull requests into Hacktoberfest. Anyone going to have a pull request ready in the next 10 minutes? Or anyone looking for a pull request that they can contribute to? Let's have a look. LinkTree. Nice. I can remember that t-shirt driven development video literally has those PRs were insane. Yeah, that's like my best video on my channel. T-shirt driven development, like really was my best video. Really sad. That video took me like, I don't know, I was gonna say 5 minutes to make. Yet the videos that take me like 5 weeks to make get like 10 views. It's like, how to get a green square. So you can get a green square by raising an issue, starting a GitHub discussion, doing a commit, and raising a pull request. There's 4 ways. Plenty of ways. So it's easy to get 4 green squares a day. So if anyone wants a green square, what other issues did we think of, Nick? I can't remember now. So there was the hover, was a bug. Documentation for the icons. Change button colors to match the icons in the milestone section. So we've raised that. Create config for the valid icons.
Display the username on the profile page.
Yes, I like that. There's an issue that you can raise. Thank you, Nick. Your memory is amazing. Mine's so bad. Reviewing PRs, Hitesh. I don't know if that gets a green square. It does help with the triangle graph underneath the green square garden, but I don't know if it gets a green square. We'll have to check that. Bavia. So if you can raise an issue, and let me explain what the issue is. If I go to Eddie, that looks like it's a link. I don't like that. How it's underlined. Can someone raise an issue, another issue, and I'll get to Nick's issue in a second, to remove search for user? It's got search there. I think remove that text. If someone can raise an issue to remove that text.
Placeholders aren't accessible. We need that text.
Oh, really? Could we put it? Okay, remove the underline at least. Maybe put it to the left. I don't know.
Or make it.
Actually,
leave it. Yeah, remove the underline and then place a proper H1 above it that says LinkFree or something. We don't have any kind of header.
Exactly. Actually, I think there is a toolbar here which could be really, really useful. It's quite straightforward for someone to implement. Not menu. Where was it? Menu bar. Yeah, something like this. Here we go. Look, perfect. You can put the bar at the top, and you don't need all these drop downs. But you can just put the search to the top right, and maybe to the left of it some writing or something like that if it's more accessible. But yes, you don't need all this JSON. You just need kind of one label, and then you add it like that. So if someone can do that, there's an issue if someone could raise it. If someone could do a pull request, that would be epic. Okay, so we've got that one, raise a menu bar, and then the other one, if I type in Eddie, oh, it changed somebody else, but it's fine. Yes, so this is their name, and then their username is Deep Hunter. So it would be great to, in brackets next to the name, there's another issue for someone to raise in a pull request, to have their username.
I would argue.
Underneath?
I would argue on the. Yeah, I would argue for underneath.
Okay, or underneath, but somewhere on the page, and then another improvement can come later on to move it around. But yeah, underneath sounds good, and you can see the buttons are now round. 3.5.3 has been deployed, so then they're round buttons. But yeah, having the username on there I think would be helpful. Oh, Emma's already on it. The header issue is already raised. Oh, I'll go check it out. Emma, thank you so much. Yeah, there's an issue raised already. I don't know if there's a pull request. I have a feeling there might be a pull request as well already. But Emma, thank you so much. Made a PR, reviewed a PR. Awesome, we'll go check those out. Okay, cool. Hey, Alex, how you doing? How's HackConf going, Alex? HackConf started today. It was really awesome to watch some of those awesome talks. So great to have you here. What happens if a person does not have a username? They have to have a username because that's what their unique URL will be. So they will have to have one. Okay, let's have a look. Apparently some have been raised. So this is issues. Display username on the page. Yasin, thank you very much. Who should we assign this to? Someone can write who wants this, I think, and we can get that assigned to somebody. And pull requests. Update link CSS 5 minutes ago by Kunal. Let's have a look. Remove the Instagram icon star, which is not available in Primary React. I think that was commented out already. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, because you're changing the... Oh, that's why the background color doesn't change for those other two, because there was no style added. Interesting. Okay.
There's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
That's really messy selector.
Well, not just a selector, but every time you want to add an icon, we've got to
add a new selector
and add a new CSS. So we could. I think I don't know React well enough, but I'm sure there's a way for it to be done. That's another issue. Could someone raise an issue to refactor the link CSS? So each button, make sure you put this in the issue. Each button doesn't need some more CSS. There must be a better way to do that. So Kunal, I'm going to hold fire on merging this because let's see what we can come up with. Let's have a look. Yes, okay, interesting. Got a few things there. Cool. The talks are now done and we're happy with the results. Yeah, it was awesome. Really good. I took a picture on Twitter and tagged HackConf and wore my HackConf t-shirt. I was watching it. I was like this. My usual face. Actually, on that note, Nick, you want to turn your camera on and we can do a pose for people to take a screenshot and share on socials?
Oh my goodness. All right, let me get my camera.
Actually, I'll do my hair. How's my hair? I started a discussion about text color and the colors are not accessible. So really black and white and hover white and black would be best alternative for all. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we could just add the border color to be related to the color of the platform, and maybe just have black and white. So that's an interesting one. Emma, thank you so much for raising. We will have a look and see. Let me see in discussions. I wouldn't say you started discussion. I'm guessing you didn't mean a GitHub discussion. Maybe Emma. An issue. Contrast is problematic. Okay, awesome. I need to catch up on my notifications. Oh, I did put a comment in. Okay, I'll have to go through this later on. Emma, thank you so much for reminding me. I really appreciate it. Eddie, you have a great beard. Thank you. He's a bit tidy up. Before I fly out to Dubai in a couple of weeks, I'll get it tidied up and haircut cut as well. Can we just change the placeholder for search to users? But Nick was saying the placeholder is not accessible. So we need the text outside it. Hope to have my PR done in the next 5 minutes. Awesome, Tyler. Thank you very much. Okay, no, just an issue. Got it. Nick, are you ready to pose?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let me bring up the LinkFree project. Maybe just, I don't know, this one. Here we go. Everyone ready to take screenshots and share it on socials, tag us, and add 1 or 2 tips that you learned today as well, and we will reshare it. Ready, Nick? Do your pose. I want to do my pose, my usual one. Okay, hopefully people got it. Awesome. Well, after the Twitter space yesterday, Nick, on Free Code Camp's Twitter account. Oh my God, I was catching up with notifications till lunchtime today. I had so many.
Oh, it's been nonstop. I got 100 new followers out of that.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, it was really good fun. Really good fun. But
speaking of Twitter Spaces.
Oh yes. Nick and me are doing another one. More time friendly to all times or most time zones. Yes.
It'll be the same time as our live stream. And, we figure our live stream works. So it'll be Tuesday at the same time. So 9 a.m. Pacific sometime. Yes. Eddie, I don't even know what time zone you're in anymore. You move around too much.
Currently in BST, UK, okay. Portugal time zone, and Algeria that I learned from Yasin at the earlier in the week. So yes, it'll be 5 p.m. BST. On Tuesday, or 9 p.m. PST, 9 a.m. PST, is that correct, Nick?
9 a.m. PST.
9 a.m. PST, which will be 5 p.m. BST, which I think will be 9:30 IST. Hopefully someone in IST can clarify. But yes, we'll create, Nick, are you going to host it or shall I? And we'll create the Twitter event and we can start sharing it out and make a poster and stuff.
You've done hosting before, so probably not a bad idea for you to host it. I'll probably break something if I host it.
I don't mind. I think now there's co-host, so I can always add you as a co-host as well.
Yeah, so that's fairly new, I think.
It is. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll give that a go. Yep, I can do that, and I can make a poster, and we can share that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I usually do my Twitter Spaces on a Thursday, but Nick said, let's do Monday. And I was like, I can't do Monday, but we'll do Tuesday. And I was like, yes, let's do it. I was super excited. So looking forward to geeking out with you all. So pretty IST friendly, I think, Hitesh. 9:30, not too bad. Carl, are you still around? How do you switch Gitpod to dark mode? There is a way. I have seen people do. I think it might be in your settings. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Awesome to have you here. Any security questions? Everyone direct them at Tom. Always got lots of security stuff. Always ready to join your talks. Thank you so much. Digital Nomad Life sounds awesome. I want to share more on it. I really do. I want more people to do it. I think, some people want to stay where they are, and that's great. But just, moving around is just lots of fun. You get to meet loads more people. So Anya's in Dubai at the moment, for example. And hopefully I will catch her in Dubai when we're there. So, because I was going to meet Anya last week from Free Code Camp, who was on Twitter Space with us yesterday in London, and she's like, "Oh, I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to miss you." And so we just missed her. She flew out of London when I came into London, and we might catch her in Dubai. But if anyone's in Jakarta, I will be spending a week or two in Jakarta as well on the way to Bali after Dubai. But yes, any tips and advice, any questions, ask me, everyone. I really want more people to go remote and to go digital nomad, so you can kind of, follow the cold weather, follow the hot weather, follow the medium weather, whatever you prefer. Oh my God, yes. The new M1 was a lifesaver. The newest one is pretty good, but I want to wait till the M2 Super Max Pro, whatever they call it. Oh, Carl is still here. Awesome, Carl. Yes, you can change it in dashboard theme and settings. I need to do that as well, actually. Cool. Added some new issues. Okay, let's go have a quick look at these, and then I think we might call it a day soon. Has everyone given the video a thumbs up, by the way? Really help support the channel. We have 56 thumbs up. Awesome. Cool. And don't forget, they've got the free GitHub course link, M1 Ultra Pro Max X SXS. I don't know what they'll call it. Let's have a look. So issues. Display the username on the profile. Raised. Yes. Refactor links CSS so each icon does not need separate hover for it. Yes. Awesome. Display username. Okay, so we've got display username twice. Let's have a look. No screenshot, or is there a screenshot? There's a screenshot. Okay, but no arrow. It'd be good if you kind of made a suggestion of where it could go, I suppose. Let's see. So there are duplicates, so let me close one as we're on it now. Let's have a look. Username. Sorry, Yasin, yours has no screenshot. I'm keen to raise the PR already. Okay, so we can't close this one because a PR has been raised already. So what we're going to do is we will close the duplicate, even though it has got a screenshot. Thank you so much for raising. Oh, Yasin's already done the duplicate. Thank you so much. So I'll give it a close because it's a duplicate. But thanks for raising. We'll close as duplicate. Okay, awesome. And let's just have a look at this pull request already. Awesome. That was, where did I miss it? Oh, it wasn't a pull request. It was an issue reference. My bad. Okay. So yes, so no pull request just yet. How do you move my setup? Isn't it stressful? Oh my God, yes, like so freaking stressful. So stressful. Yes, but I'm reducing my kit massively. I've given so much of my kit away, and I had sent so much more kit by GitHub and other companies, and I've just sent it away. You probably saw Kunal is now got the Stream Deck because I had like 4 of them. I bought one myself many years ago. I got sent like 3 of them, so I gave a couple away. I gave one to Kunal recently. I've still got like Blue Yeti mics and other things, but they're too expensive to post. They're like $100 to post, and the Blue Yeti mic's like $140. So yeah, the postage is the hardest thing. So yes, anyone in the UK or near enough, I can send them some various things as well. But yeah, reducing my kit massively in the M1 definitely helped. I am finally decided to take my mic with me, my Shure SM7B, because I think the audio is awesome. So I'm really happy taking that, but it's quite a heavy mic. I'm thinking about waiting until the Air gets more ports. Yeah, I think more ports are coming, so if you can hang on. I had to get the M1 because I couldn't wait. But yeah, it's definitely some more kit. I do need to sell some of my kit as well that I don't use anymore. Just waste to sit on the shelf or the cupboard to do nothing. Awesome. Okay, I think we should probably call it a day there. We've been going for an hour and a half. You've all been super patient, super amazing. You've all been contributing. Hopefully lots of you have got green squares and you've got some Hacktoberfest pull requests. So we merged a few today, and with lots of issues raised. I'm super excited. Let me know in the issues if you want to assign any of these, and we can get these assigned. I'm really keen to fix the CSS one. Yes, there are some ones which I think could be quite good to get done really soon. So everyone have a great weekend. Nick, any closing notes?
Keep contributing to open source. Enjoy the rest of Hacktoberfest, and see you in the Discord.
Yes, link to our Discord below where we chat between live streams and videos. Raised your first issue. Thank you so much for raising. Sorry we closed it, but you still get the green square. So even though it's closed, if I go to your GitHub profile, he says, if I can use my mouse, you still got a green square for it. So you still got a green square for that, and you still added value. And you added a screenshot, so I did like yours. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. But, by me closing it, you won't lose any sleep. You won't lose any money. You won't. It will still rain tomorrow in the UK, and it will still be hot in India, and sun will rise, and all the rest. So, if people are in doubt, do check if it exists already, and if it doesn't, do raise it. Worst case, it gets closed. And I really appreciate it. So, Emma, thank you so much for watching from your iPad. I really appreciate it. Thank you again so much for helping everyone in the community. It's awesome to have you all there. I love it how you all collaborate. I love it when I wake up in the morning and I have like 2,000 notifications across all social platforms. But I love the GitHub ones when people have collaborated. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you all so much for joining. And we will see you on Tuesday on Twitter Space. I will create that probably tomorrow. I must make a note so I don't forget. And we will share on Twitter. Don't forget to go follow people on GitHub that are in the chat. Got so many awesome people there. Do go follow them. And also go follow Nick. Nick, as you can see, has got some amazing green squares. His triangle is very code review and commit heavy. But not completely flat on that side. Mine is probably roughly the same. But do go follow Nick, see what Nick is up to. Nick has, last time I checked, was like 392. Okay, we got to get that to 400 by tomorrow morning. So all of you go follow Nick on there too. Awesome. I have to close PR for. No, don't close the PR. We want the PR. Where is it? Let me check. Update. Yes. So I see what you mean. You remove this. Nick, what do you think? Close it or not close it? I think we're going to refactor all of them, so there's not all this duplicate CSS. So potentially, I could close it if you want. You still get the green square. I'm not marking it as spam or anything like that, so don't worry. It's not going to affect your Hacktoberfest. It's not. You still get the green square, so it's all positive. There's no negative. But you're right. Maybe I should close this just so that we can reduce our PR numbers as well. Thank you for your contribution. We are going to refactor the CSS. So these, not duplicates, what are they called? So CSS is not needed for each button. So we will, and actually there was an issue for that, wasn't there? Oh, wrong one. And I can refer to the issue that was being raised. Here we go, refactor CSS. So I can also, Mohan, thank you so much for raising of a screenshot as well. Nice. I will put that. Here is the issue. There we go. But yes, thank you so much. You still get the green square and I really appreciate it. Awesome. Okay. If anyone has any questions, do let us know in Discord. And yeah, we look forward to answering. Flowlight, thank you so much for joining. Gary, hi and bye. We're just just finishing. And Nick, you got a new follower. Awesome. And if anyone's taken my open source, my GitHub profile customization free course, please do give me feedback. I want to make my next course even better. So let me know how it worked. But if you see a couple of videos where I've changed jumpers, it's because I record it on like different days. So not that sort of feedback. Keeping the same t-shirt or jumper through different little videos is quite hard, but any other feedback, let us know. Sorry, Gary, but thank you for joining. We'll be doing more live streams every Friday, definitely, but we'll try and do some more. We've got Twitter Space on Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I said that like 10 minutes ago. I'll bring up the holding page. Thank you all. Don't forget to go follow each other and check it out. Have a great weekend.